Hello, crafty friends. It's been a minute since I've done a video. We've had a lot of remodeling going on in our home, new carpets placed in some rooms, and moving around of rooms, changing a bedroom into an office since I'm working from home for the unforeseeable future. With that said, have misplaced my tripod, so I'm going to film this holding my camera. I will try to hold it as still as possible. But I belong to a group on SwapBot. If you've never checked out SwapBot, it's just swap-bot.com. And it's just people host a variety of swaps. And it's just a great way to safely swap with folks and rate people, and it's just a safe way to do that. I belong to a group called YouTube Paper Crafters, and I absolutely love, they come up with the most creative crafts to make. So I'm going to show you two different ones that I just completed. And this first one, let me go ahead and move this book. And let me move this to the back. Okay. This is called a Serial Liner Book Page Pouch. This is made out of a cereal liner. So when I was done with my cereal, I washed the liner. And then I used my sewing machine. I did a little fancy. I just used scraps of paper, put some trim on the bottom. So the idea is someone can put this in their junk journal, and each side can be a pocket. So there's one. And then this is the other one. I used a little different sewing technique. Same idea, pocket on each side. A little bit different decoration on each side. And so this is the ultimate, what I would call recycling. Usually we just throw away our cereal liners. They turned out so much cuter than I thought, so there's an idea for you. This next one is a flip book using envelopes and some different things inside. I've done many flip books, never one like this. First of all, it's an interesting size. It's about 8 by 5, maybe 8 by 6 inches. Yeah. 8 by 5, 8 by 6 inches. Sorry, I had an interruption in the other room. And our first step was to find a magazine page. I found a magazine called Daphne's Diary from the UK. So this was the actual cover. And this is actually the back cover. So I absolutely love this mushroom illustration. It's just so fun. I added a bow and a butterfly, and then of course I tied it with fabric that has newsprint. So let me just slide this off and I'll just kind of show you what I did. So this is a little bit hidden, but this is the actual front page or the cover of the magazine. Let's take all these tags out so you can see a little bit of what I'm speaking of. This is the bottom of it. I put all of this here to hide the little UPC label, but I added a belly band here, and then I put in a bunch of little handcrafted tags that I made. This is a tag with a pocket, so I have little things in there. It's so cute. The rest are just kind of made different things, little postcards. This is actually called a snippet, and as you can see, it's just different snips of paper. Used a sewing machine with different stitches, and it's just a great pop of color. This was actually a swap from the same group, and this is one that I received from someone. So this is not my own handicraft, but I'm putting into use what I received. So that's the inside flap. Now the back flap, this is a piece of paper from the Maggie Holmes Heritage Collection, and it's double-sided, but this side is a little bit hidden because somebody actually made this gorgeous envelope for me, and I cut out just this part of the envelope and glued it in. So this is actually the back of the paper that highlights the antique photos, which I just love. And I just put some odds and ends in this pocket. Some labels, just some ephemera. And you flip it open. I just left this plain because it's just so pretty. So, now, what we see here, it's a series of 4 envelopes. They're all 4 handmade. The first 2 are large, and they're made out of magazine pages. So this is a magazine page, as is this one. Let me go back to this. So I just decorated this one rather simply because it's such a pretty picture. You flip it inside and you see the other side of the vase. And then I put some tags and odds and ends and ribbon, different things in this flap. The other large envelope, I went ahead and I made a pocket. I made this out of not cereal liner, but the bags that they put stamps in when you buy a big package of stamps. I have a few tags in there. I sewed this to the side. It's a silk sari, and then this is a little bit more of that snippet from the front. And then I made a tag, but I made the tag into just a little notepad to write. Now I think there's 4 or 5 pages to write notes if you want. Keep the secrets, so that goes in there as well. And if you flip this open, there's another pouch on the inside full of some ephemera and washi and things. Again, I didn't do a lot to decorate it. Okay, then inside we have 2 small envelopes. I made these just out of plain cardstock paper. I cut up some of the heritage paper to have the old school photo. So I've got a little boy here, and this is how I decorated the inside. And here's a little baby girl. And this is how I decorated the inside of this. This can also be a little tuck spot. And then inside I just have more different ephemera, different things. And then the very middle, we were to make a pocket. So I used that same liner that the postage stamps come in. And I sewed some old maps to the side. And what I did, I think the back, okay, so yeah, here's just the yellow that goes with the Maggie Holmes. Something that says honeydew list. And this is an actual old true ephemera, old tag. And I just completely decorated the front with some little things kind of related to cooking. So this would be a good place to write some notes. So the whole idea is that this can go in a junk journal, or you can just make a bulk of these, I suppose. But my favorite thing is you go flip, 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 and the last flip, tie it together, and you've got just a little booklet. Every single thing in here was just scraps, pages out of magazines, little pieces of ephemera, things that would have ended up in the landfill or in the recycle bin. And it's just absolutely stunning and beautiful. I never in a million years would have thought to make something like this, except for the creativeness of the group and watching the tutorial. I'm going to go ahead and link the tutorial to this so that you can take a look-see, and maybe it would be something you'd like to try as well. Anyway, it's good to be back on making a video. I hope everyone's doing well. I'm very, very fortunate. Still have my job working from home, which is kind of hard to do as a social worker. A lot of phone calls since we're not doing client visits. I work with the aging population and those who live with disabilities. So we are still providing services, taking care of people during this crisis. I wish all of you well, good health, safety, peace of mind. Take care, everybody. Thanks for watching this video. I always appreciate your support. Bye-bye for now.